Good morning. Today is Thursday, 25 June. It's about 7:45 in the morning. Stayed at a hostel last night, Angels Rest. Angels Rest Hikers Haven is the name of that one. And as usual, 7:30, 7:45 is the normal time I usually get out of a hostel. This one had to wait on a shuttle. Shuttle was supposed to be 7:30, but there was confusion. Apparently I was supposed to sign up for the shuttle last night, so I was the only one going out this morning. There's some other folks that are supposed to be coming out later, so we'll see. They were from Germany, so I think they were trying to resolve some visa issues. They were out, then had to get off due to COVID. So today I'm not really sure what the plan is. I was hoping to spend more time in town, but figured this was the free shuttle. If I went later, I had to pay for a shuttle if I went outside of the 7:31, which isn't a big deal, but I figured it wasn't that important to do anything else in town. So I got some food. I ate way too much, so it should be a decent day where I don't need to eat so much. However, I have been carrying food around, like 4 days of food now. I think I'm on day 5 and I haven't eaten any of it other than a few of the snacks. So hopefully the next several days I'll be actually camping or staying in shelters to eat some of this food, lighten my load a little. I did weigh my pack while I was there. I think I was right at 28 pounds or 20 pounds. 20 pounds with no food, no water, and jumped up to 38 pounds with fully loaded with my water and my food. So that seems to be consistent there. I think that's like the 3rd time I've weighed my pack since I've been out here and sent some stuff home. So I said hopefully I'll be able to get that weight down if I stop carrying around so much food. But today's goal, I'm not sure, since I don't really have anywhere I need to get to. I'm looking. Bailey's Gap, I think, was my second option for today. That was I think 24, 22 miles, something like that. And then I forget the name of the first shelter I was looking at, but basically it was like a 21-mile day. So I'm looking at somewhere between 21 and 24 miles for the day. Here's a view. I'm going to turn around real quick. It's a little waterfall. Yeah, that would be cool if it was flowing. I mean, it's cool now, but just imagine if that was flowing heavy. That would be awesome. But, okay, so yeah, I am aiming for a shelter again, just for bear boxes. I believe they both said they had bear boxes. I think looking at gut hooks, I've got quite a bit of elevation to go through today. However, the Pringles, the lady that's running the hostel, said it wasn't too bad. So we'll see how the day goes. But I believe that's all I've got for you this morning. As usual, as things come up, I will capture them on video or picture and share them with you either on YouTube or Facebook. Like I said, every once in a while I'll post something on Instagram. I posted a couple pictures this morning. One from a waterfall from yesterday, and then just one of the office from the hostel. So, okay, looks like I'm gonna start going uphill. So I'll get off here so you guys don't have to listen to me pant. And then, like I said, anything of interest, I'll catch on camera and get it up here for you. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Out. Crossing the first field this morning. Not quite sure. I heard there are a couple of the hostel that are slack packing. They were talking about a 2-mile field walk. That's kind of neat. Yeah, clouds, fog, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they said they were going northbound. Well, yeah, north is what they said, but I'm kind of confused because they were starting much further north than I am. They were talking about like a 2-mile field walk or pasture walk, so we'll see if I did see several pastures or fields listed on gut hooks for today or nearby. I guess I didn't really check the mileage, but we'll see. There is a 30% chance of rain this morning, and then it drops as the day goes on down to 20%, then 10%. Try not to get run over here as I cross the road. So yeah, we'll see how things go on. Looks like there's some kind of power plant of sorts over there. So maybe those aren't clouds I'm seeing. Maybe it's more smog from the power plant. You can hardly see it, but it's there behind the trees. That's where all that smoke is, or fog, smog, whatever is coming from. See the power line run up through the forest there. Several people parked here at the trailhead. There were some other people parked at the trailhead where I got on at Cross Avenue, or just up the road from it. So I don't know if there's a local trail there or not. I did double check as well. The shelters I'm looking at as far as my goals is Pine Swamp Branch or Bailey's Gap. That's like 21 miles, 24 miles. 21 for the Pine Swamp, and then 24 for the Bailey's. So we'll see how the day treats me elevation wise, and just how I feel after doing a 28 day and a 30. It's never know how you're gonna feel, and since I don't really, seems like the rush has always been to get there to the Angel's Rest to get my credit card, but now that I've got that, there's nothing that I'm aware of rushing me or giving me a sense of urgency to get anywhere. So we'll see. We'll just take it hour by hour and see how it goes. So yeah, that's all I've got. I'll catch up with you guys later. Out. Sign says this is a Paris Cemetery. It's not really a blue blaze. It is, I mean, it's just right off the AT. I don't know if this goes all the way up and around. Let's see. Saw some headstones to the right. Hopefully I'm getting covered in spider webs again, so hopefully they're not reflecting all over the video again. Like legit, we got a flagpole. I don't know what. Paris. I guess the namesake. Captain Geo Paris. Revolutionary soldier, February 1740, or February 16th, 1946 to November 4th, 1810. Wow. Definitely, that means this is old. These are all Revolutionary soldiers. Awfully close. I don't know what these, they do. Footstones, 32. Can't really read that. 15. These are numbered. I don't know if that chart up there may have something about it. 1917. Sarah Charlton. In 1918. These are so old and worn out. Stanford. Yeah, there's a numbering system, so there has to be a list somewhere of who's where. It's just that I've never seen, not that I spend a whole lot of time, I don't know if there's like foot markers to the graves. It just seems odd. Those are so worn out I can't read them as well. Maybe some kind of statue that's broke. $19.15. Baby, 1907. ECD. 1914. Just as the morning of her life was opening into day, her young and lonely spirit passed from earth in grief away. 1989 to 1914, so I don't know. I guess, yeah. Blackburn, 1999, 1922. Gone to a brighter home where grief cannot come. Just another bench. Yep. There's (1893 to 1897). Our darling one hath gone before. I can't read it. Huh. We'll see. I don't know what that board over there, I don't know if, I'm sure it doesn't have a list. Like I said, all these plots are numbered. Post facto, I'm assuming it's like marble numbers, circle numbers. laying there. Viola, daughter of Early and Pearly Stump, 1920, 1921, gone but not forgotten. Apologize for the vehicle noise in the background. This is right by I don't know if it's a highway or just a road, but it's the one I almost got run over on crossing. But, oh yeah, it is a listing of people, a bunch of unknowns, a lot of unknowns. It's kind of cool that they went through and numbered them though. Unfortunately, these need to be replaced as well. You can barely read them. Is that 205? Yeah. 205 known graves are located in the something meter. Headstones date from 1810 to 1930 or 1980. 12 Civil War something, and 17 children are among those buried here. I'll see if I can find something else on this, but yeah, it's unfortunate that you can't read any more of that, especially since it's so close to a trailhead. I would think someone could easily come up and maintain it. Oh well. Heading back down trail. I just thought it would be interesting to go check it out. I'm always iffy on the appropriateness of filming and photographing graveyards. I really there's a bunch of graveyards, or at least there was in Guam, that I wanted to photograph. Just some extravagant headstones and statues. I only did a few. I don't know if it's technically appropriate. And I guess it could probably depend on the person, but yeah. So random side trip for this morning. So like less than an hour, and it looks like we're already doing a second. So is this gonna be a road crossing or a road walk? Crossing a bridge? I don't know, we'll see here. Boats landing, next left. I don't know what that is. Some kind of a convenience store. I've already had 3 Munsters this morning, so I sure as heck don't need to go on a side trip to a store to get something to drink. Yeah, it's the problem with last night when I got in, I ended up at the grocery store. Walmart was apparently not within walking distance. But since I had skipped lunch, sorry about that. The only thing I had to eat yesterday was just out of my stupidity. It was two Cliff Bars, and a protein bar, and 4 servings of M&Ms. 2 servings of peanut butter M&Ms, and then the white chocolate peanut. Seems to be a good combination with those two. But at least I ate snacks. A 28-mile day, I hardly ate anything the entire day. But I guess the point is, I ended up at the grocery store hungry as hell. So I ended up with so much food I couldn't eat it all last night. So I ended up eating a roast beef sandwich this morning with 3 servings of roast beef, and what was it? 4.5 servings of, it was some kind of a salami fucking trio pack. So a sandwich of that, which was basically 4.5 servings of salami on a sandwich. I had a pint of chocolate caramel salted ice cream. Unfortunately, I didn't realize it was chocolate, and I'm not a big fan of chocolate ice cream. So I had like 2 bites of that, then threw it out. But yeah, don't go to the store when you're hungry. Okay, so we're apparently crossing, I don't know what river this is, but it's pretty big. I think it's the biggest one we've crossed so far. Too bad this fence is there to ruin the view. That and the traffic. But we got some awesome views over there. Big. I'll see if I can, if I have to, I'll leave the road in there, but I'll see if I can edit one of those and crop the road out. It's an awesome view over there. It'd be better without the road in it. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off because it looks like the bridge is quite a bit longer. So there's no point in you guys watching me walk down a bridge any longer. I just try to capture the different variants of landscape and different paths through the AT. Kind of trying to get a big picture of the whole adventure. So we'll catch you on the next thing that catches my eye. Out. So I'm backtracking a little bit. Apparently, I think I'm supposed to go down that ladder. There's a double blaze there, but along the guardrail, you got these little white things sticking up, reflectors coming this way. They're not reflective on the other side, which made me believe they were the blazes. But then according to gut hooks, I was off trail again. Yeah, and I missed that one. It's look at that shit. Yeah, I didn't look all the way down there, so I definitely missed my turn. Go figure. Oh well, at least I didn't go too far down the road. We're back on track. It looks like this is just a cross. Basically, it's like a 4-lane double interstate up there. So it's like this is just to go under those, get on the other side. So back on track. We'll check you out down the trail. This tree caught my eye. However, as I come off trail to get closer, it doesn't look like it's natural. It's like it's someone's actually made a deer stand of sorts. Yeah, someone nailed wood into it. Some kind of stand up there, which is interesting considering I believe it's illegal to hunt on the AT. Not as unique as I thought it was from a distance. Yeah, it looked pretty cool from a distance, but now it's still cool how the two trees have grown around the 2x2s or whatever those are. Makes me wonder, maybe it's been there before the AT traveled through here, at least this section of it, so that at one point this was legal hunting ground. I don't know. But yeah, okay. Something I thought was naturally unique turns out to be man-made, but still pretty cool. Continuing down track. Just a tree covered mushrooms. Makes you wonder, what is it about this particular tree that's so tasty? It's gonna have all these mushrooms growing on it. So there's a sign that says posted, which drew my attention. But all it says is posted. It doesn't say posted, no trespassing posted, just simply posted. So I came up, awesome view, but then there's also like a tree house, which also says posted. But again, I mean, I don't know what that, back where I come from, that's normally accompanied with like posted no trespassing type thing. But yeah, a little ladder and a tree house of sorts. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to assume it says no trespassing, but since it doesn't say it, I came to take a look. This is just right down the road, or right down the trail from where the that little tree house was. So I'll definitely have to assume it meant no trespassing. There's like a little camper right there, a cow, a couple of campers down there. Looks like a bunch of vehicles, trailer. So yeah, definitely someone's personal property. Yeah, with one lonely cow. Oh well, I guess they need to add the trespassing to their posted sign. But like I said, since it didn't actually say posted no trespassing, I went and checked it out. But it's all good. There seems to be an awful lot of deer stand looking like things in this section of the trail. That may be private property a little distance past that, but one of the owners of one of the hostels, I think it was the Garden Mountain, said it's illegal to hunt on or near the AT or shoot across the AT. So it's kind of interesting that I'm seeing all these, what I assume are deer stands, hunting stands. Oh well, what do I know? There's another one. This one's on the left side of the trail. So I am starting to see red signs. They're facing the other direction. So I don't know if that's more posted signs, but now they're saying their property's on the other side of the trail, which makes you have to wonder. It's illegal to hunt or shoot on the AT. However, if it's your personal property, do your personal rights on your property trump that? I don't know. Here's one of the signs closer. Let's go see if we can see what it says. My guess is it just says posted. a lot of these other ones. Yep, posted. I think they're all up and down. I've just moved to the left side of the trail now. So, property line shifted, ATs on their personal property, I guess. I don't know. Walking along another steep cliff. So far, the morning has been pretty consistently uphill. We're just now starting to go back down. It hasn't been too bad as far as incline. It's just been pretty consistent. And we are, let me see if I can do this without screwing up. We're about two and a half hours in the day. So I would say at least 2 hours has been pretty consistent uphill. Like I said, not too bad on the incline, just pretty consistent the whole time. So, and I'm pretty sure the whole day was looking like that. It's going to be a pretty consistent uphill. Didn't look like anything too major, but I just took a quick glance at it. So, but I'm just taking a real relaxed time today. So, after moving so quick the last 2 days, just taking more of a leisurely pace. So, which even these days, a leisurely pace is much quicker than just a casual stroll, I guess. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm just gonna play it hour by hour, see how I feel. I'm assuming once I get to the first shelter, I'll reevaluate. My mind tells me that I will probably continue on to the next shelter as long as I get there at a decent time. 20 hours should be less than 10 hours. So we started, it was around 7:45. So it looks like I'm averaging about 2.5 miles an hour right now. So we'll see. I think that puts me at like a 7 hours to get there. So we'll see how I feel when we get there. Maybe I'll just say screw it and relax once I get there and have a nice evening at the shelter. I would say hopefully alone, I guess, depending on the company. It may not be bad to have some company as well, but I guess it's always hit and miss. For the most part, everyone I've met out here has been pretty easy to get along with and pretty chill. Been a couple of people that were a bit too talkative for my taste, but that's how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna continue down the trail and we'll catch you later. Now we're walking along what appears to have been a service road at some point. Of course, I'm not quite sure because the whatever this is, it turns straight into a narrow trail, so it only went so far if it was a service road. Unless, I don't know, there's a shelter like 1.7 miles from here. But unless the service road continues on the other side of the shelter, I'm not sure. I don't think I saw any parking areas in between there and here or here in the shelter. Actually, I don't know. It goes that way, so the AT goes up this way. So who knows what it is. I'm sure it's a service road of some sorts. I'm about a mile from Rice Field Shelter. I'll probably stop there and take a little break, have a snack. Not quite lunchtime yet, but I figure since I'm taking it easy today, I'll stop in and actually stop for a snack. Just passed an older gentleman that told me there is no water at the shelter, so there's a water source somewhere in between here and there. He told me it's off to the right, some kind of a piped spring. So I'll hydrate there and then go take a break at the shelter. I'll get some footage of it as well, and then we'll carry on. Still pretty consistently going uphill, and a lot of rocky areas, but they're the bigger rocks, so they're a little easier to navigate and walk on than the small pebbles and ankle twisters. So okay, that's it for the moment. I'll jump back on if there's anything worth seeing. Catch you later. Oh, here's one of the fences. It's been a few days since I've seen one of these, or the ladders to cross a fence. There's a barbed wire fence here. However, looks like it's been cut or torn down for quite some time in the trail. We got plants going through that. So yeah, it's for some reason someone cut the fence a long time ago. I don't know if that means we're about to enter some kind of a cow pasture of sorts. Not sure why there'd be a barbed wire fence there. Yeah, it goes along the right side of the trail. So yeah, we must be. Looks like we're gonna go up to a field here. So yeah, we're going into a field for sure. It's less than half a mile though. There's a water source, but the shelter should be up here on the right somewhere. It's interesting, the shelter is called Rice Field Shelter, but this definitely is not a rice field. Not enough, well, hey, it's on the hill, not enough water. Got some good views. No idea what that noise is. Yeah. Looks like that's gonna be the Rice Field Shelter right back in there. There's a sign for it. Yeah. We'll get up there though. Once I get to the top, there's definitely gonna be some, it's like there's some awesome views. Unfortunately, there's someone sitting over at Rice Field Shelter. I was thinking about doing a Facebook Live and taking everyone from these views over to the shelter, but not with someone sitting over there. But I am gonna go over to the shelter and check it out though. Maybe I'll do if I've got signal, I'll do a Facebook Live out here just so you guys can see the view. So I'm calling this Rice Field. Rice Shelter is right behind me. Hopefully these eagles come back up. I just did a Facebook Live and caught some awesome footage of some eagles flying around. Unfortunately, I just posted it and didn't save it, so I don't know if I'll be able to get it back out to put on here. Fire pit, be awesome. Have a fire out here. There's someone at a, looks like he's leaving, so I might be able to go back on Facebook Live and share the shelter with folks. I really wish these eagles would come back out though. That was just absolutely gorgeous. So I'll see. Nothing else, I'll try to do a screen recording, but I hope they come back out. They're way over there. Come back over this way. We'll hope they come back out. We'll see. So it was quite a bit of time spent up here. I capture these hawks and these eagles. Absolutely gorgeous. But I need to start going down trail. So I believe it looks like we're going to the top of that hill and then back into the forest. I see posts going up along there. So we'll continue down trail, and as things come up, I will capture them on video or pictures so I can share them with you guys. Out. Here's a cell tower. Probably how I had cell signal over there on the rice field. It's I guess it's interesting. I've never seen some sort of a service road there. Guess it makes sense that they need power, propane. That's interesting. Yeah. Guess it's a good place to have it. Maybe maybe that means I'll have a cell service in the shelter. We'll see. I don't know. If I stay in the first one, it's like halfway down the mountain, so we'll see what we got when we get there. We're now in another field, walking along it's like a power line run. I wonder if this is the same run that I saw from the town I was in, or from one of the peaks I was on yesterday. I'm not sure. We'll see how far this goes. It may go into the woods right on the other side of this little hill, but it was just different landscape, so thought I'd jump on and capture some of it. So we'll catch you later. Been going through, it feels like a big meadow overgrown with trees is the feeling I kind of get walking through this part of the forest. But again, yeah, just a different change in scenery. So we are about to, or here soon, we're going to enter a field and a meadow, I believe is how the two were listed. I'm not sure what the difference is between a field and a meadow, but we will see when we get there. According to gut hooks, this is a field. Oh yeah, we've got a meadow coming up. So once we get to where gut hook says the meadow is, we'll take a look and see if we can figure out what the difference is between a field and a meadow. Maybe a meadow has no trees? I don't know. We'll see. And now we transition into a meadow. So from a field to a meadow. I'm not seeing the difference. We got trees in both. We got open space in both. We got less trees here in what they're calling a meadow. Some awesome views. But if anybody knows the difference between a field and a meadow by definition, let me know down in the comments. I'm just not seeing it. At least here, from what gut hooks is calling a field and a meadow. Maybe there's no difference, and just depended on the person who made the entry into the database on what they called it, I guess. We'll see. Maybe if this goes down, I think there's another quote-unquote meadow coming up, so maybe it won't have any trees. We'll see. At least I think it was a meadow. Maybe it was the field. Okay, I'm gonna continue down track. Okay, I just came up the last major hill for the day. Let me take a look. Well, I guess there's no view off the summit. There's would be a nice camp spot. It's got a fire ring, nice open. Not seeing. There's a few good places to hang your bag. I just like the nice open areas like this. It's yeah, just suits my fancy. So I've got one more hill, I believe, and then it's not a bad one, nowhere near like the other one. And it depends on which you want to believe. Gut hooks or the signs on the trail. The mileages are different by about a mile. So my watch shows I'm at 16.78 miles. So I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say I got 4 miles left. And we'll go plus or minus on that. So we'll continue making progress. And that's to get me to the first shelter, and I'm pretty sure that's where I'm at. I'm just not feeling another 4 miles on top of that. Not to mention 2 of that looks like it's gonna be straight uphill. So I'll just reserve that and have a good morning going straight uphill for, I think it's like the middle to 1 mile working up to it, then about 2 miles straight up, and then another mile of going just to, it looked level. So that's where we're at. Just keep making progress, and as things come up, I will jump back on here. Out. So I think that was the last water source. I can't tell. I got water like right before that, and if I'm reading gut hooks correctly, from the shelter, the closest water is like downhill 0.3 miles. So it says I'm 0.7 from the shelter. So I'm gonna go ahead and carry 1.5 liters of additional water in my bladder, a knock bladder that is, to the shelter to use for dinner and drink through the night. That way I don't have to go downhill 0.3 miles and back uphill 0.3 miles, adding an additional half mile to my night just to get water. So I think it makes more sense to carry it 0.7 miles downhill en route. But looks like I may go past this stream a couple more times. But according to gut hooks, the last place that crosses, that's kind of neat. Coming straight out of the hole under the fallen tree. But 0.7 miles up where I'm at right now basically is the last source of water, the closest source of water besides the 0.3 downhill. So that's it. This is probably the last video or section of video that I'll do, unless for some reason I get to the shelter and feel spunky and record a evening routine of sorts. But we'll see. It's interesting that it's almost 18:30, or it will be 18:30 by the time I get there. So it's pretty interesting that I'm only done 21, or will have done about 21 miles. Yeah, like there's a stream again. We'll have only done 21 miles, and I guess I did get started about an hour later, but almost in the same time frame. Did 30.55 miles yesterday. So if that is any way to judge how much slower I went today, but yeah, just a crazy thought. That's all I've got.